got to say about A.L.P. Green?
Well, as I was saying earlier, that he was my grandfather, and to, he just wanted to be a farmer. Although he had a brother who was a medical doctor. Matter of fact, he delivered me at birth. I was born in my grandfather's house in the back room, and his other brother
In
Bob,
Tennessee?
yeah, in Dayton, Tennessee, and his other brother Bob was an attorney, and Bob and Tom were both jurors at the Scopes Evolution trial in 1925. But the story I wanted to tell you, just a personal little thing, that my cousin, who's a year older than me, her name's Frida, and she lives in South Dakota, retired. Her husband was Air Force, and I'm 5 years old, or 4 or 5, and she said, I'm going to go to school, and you'll be left here by yourself. And I'll be in school, and you'll be the only one that's left out here, and you'll be here by yourself, because you're the only one that's left, and you're not going to be old enough to go to school, and I'll be in school, and I'll be ahead of you. And so I went and told my grandfather, Granddaddy, I want to go to school. And he said, well, you'll have to know how to read and write. And I said, well, I want to learn. And he said, well, I'll teach you. So he'd come to the house every night, and we started with the alphabet, and then we started counting to 100. Then we done simple math, 2 and 2 is 4, and all of this stuff. And then he found a reader and a speller that they had in the first grade, and we went through all of that. So by the time my mother took me the first day of school, I knew everything that they were going to do in the first grade and more. I knew a whole lot more than some of them people have been in there that already failed 3 years, 13, 14 years old. And so the teacher said, well, we'll try him, and if he don't make it, well, he can come back next year. So I was a little perturbed at that, because I knew I already know everything that they were going to do. And later on in life, my friend Tim Dodd come to me, and he said, I was in the first grade with you. He said, I sat way in the back, but I failed that year. So that's why. And he's 2 years older than me. So I just want to tell you that story. My grandfather taught me to read and write. A.L.P. Green, Alexander Littlepage Green,
Yeah.
taught me to read and write enough to go to school, first grade.